Hello, Facebook and LinkedIn and YouTube, maybe. Um, I just had a really good conversation with a client about values, and it's something that we a lot of the time it's very easy to overlooked it, I guess, the word for it, but it's also so fundamental and so important. Once you have that clarity and you really stick to it, your values, it will make your decision much easier and make your daily work life much happier. And I mean it. I'll give you several examples. For example, one of the client I really like when we were talking about what is it for her for the next job for her to be much happier. She said she would not commute more than 40 minutes one way for her next job. And eventually she have to pick that's one of the way to filter out a lot of the things that you don't want. And when you're being really honest and really brave enough to stick to your boundaries and in this case the values, she get to choose much better jobs, and she is much happier that because she has much more time with her family, with her kids, for herself to go to gym, whatever, not wasting that much time. So she had a very clear value of what's important to her. For her, work-life balance is important. For her, having time for her family, having time to go to gym, to take care of her house is important, and she stick to it. And then so she eventually get a job, which is the next level title, but also 10% pay rise. But what's more important than that is she's much happier than that. So this conversation I had with my client, he was talking about. So he see that in friends and colleagues there are people who may have a really good sales performance, but they're not doing things out of integrity. So they are probably overpromising. They're probably not telling you the silver lining, not telling you the not so glamorous side of the actual products or services, the parts that you may hesitate whether you're going to buy or not. And that's how they boosted their performance. And he didn't like it. And that's what we discovered. His value is being with integrity. And if you can make decision based on that, so that helps him to choose what company is right for him, what type of role, what's the philosophy, what's the culture of a company, of a team, it's right for you. And then that's from where on, you will have a happy life. You will work, you will feel aligned. You are being who you are, you're being honest, you're being true, you're not lying to yourself, or you're not betraying yourself to lie to customers or clients. I'll give you one example of my own as well. So one of my previous jobs that I left is because we're constantly having to kind of deceive our clients, because companies overpromising, the back office team is not really processing all the applications or transactions. So when client call and chase it up, we have to come up with all these excuses. And that's not who I am. And that's now today. That's not one of the biggest value that I choose, what I do when I make decisions. Is it who I am? Is it aligned with who I am? Is it ethical? Is it professional? Is it with integrity? If it's not, it's very easy. No, I don't even have to think about it because I went through that. Same for you. Have that clarity. What is that one thing that you just wouldn't compromise for work, for career? It could be the time, like the lady I mentioned. It could be your health. After I had my sciatica back injury, other jobs that I do, I just can't sit under aircon when it's too cold, when the cold air is hitting on me, or when I'm sitting more than 3 or 4 hours, too painful. I just physically cannot bear it. But I urge you don't want to go through so much pain to eventually learn that. You know what you like. You know who you are. You know what you stand for. Stick to it. What is that one thing, question to you, that you just wouldn't compromise for career, for money, for life, for work? Just because job, you have to give up this, you wouldn't give up that. What is that one thing? And is there any other things in your life that you it's not who you are, you wouldn't make that choice, and now what you can do differently? Can you do something, for example, small things, like I said, you want to sit by the window. Maybe you're not sitting. Is there any possible way you can even just ask maybe eventually you won't be able to move to that seat, the ideal seat. Even just asking, making an effort for yourself, staying true to yourself. All right, a very quick share for today. And lunchtime, you're heading for food. So I hope you have a nice Wednesday. And don't forget, it's the end of the year. Look at what you have done well, and think about what do you really, really want for next year. Hey, Alice. Hello. I was pressed a wave. Hello. But I'm heading off. I'm heading for lunch. So yeah, have a nice Wednesday. I'll see you in next video. All right. Bye. You can rewatch it.